I'm trying to stay. Back to my channel. My name is Moyo K, channel name. Okay, so I noticed that there has been come for the light to just be on me. Okay, so I noticed that there has been like a change in pattern on my videos, and it's kind of hard to be audible, and it's kind of hard for like my videos to make sense, if that makes sense. So I decided to start a story travel. Okay, so yeah, so you guys are going to be seeing me like bits throughout the concept of this video. Hello, so I'm traveling today, but to be honest, I don't feel it. Like, I don't feel one bit like I'm actually going anywhere. So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Moyo K, channel name. Anyway, I'm traveling today. Yeah, after already giving you low energy in the beginning, but I'm traveling today, you know what I'm saying. Okay, so I'll see you guys when I'm getting ready to go. My mom is still going to print out the accommodation receipts, the payment for the accommodation receipts for me today. So that is to be done, and yeah, that's basically what's up, you guys. So see you guys later today. I want to go and continue editing some videos, so I'll be able to free my storage space to allow more videos to come. This is almost 3 p.m. and I'm still at home. I pressed this by mistake. It's going to make my face look somehow. And yeah, so I'll soon go and bath. I just finished editing. I've uploaded one, but not public, it's private. I don't have data. I don't have data for the second one, so I'm not uploading the second one until I travel. So I'll put the second one later. That second one is just randomness. It's like a random vlog. It's not really important, to be honest. I don't know why I'm stressing myself to upload it. But then I cannot let my past efforts be in vain. I'm going to have my bath. I feel like I may sleep before I have my bath because I'm still leaving this house by 5 and it's 3. But the things that I like last minute, so I should just go and have my bath now, so I won't have to rush later on. But then I don't want to, because I don't want to feel not fresh when I'm in the plane, because like my flight is still by 10 o'clock. If I leave by 5, that's still 5 hours. If I land by 5 together tomorrow, that's about 12 hours. If I won't feel fresh. That's the thing. I need to feel fresh, you get me? Anyway, yeah, so that's what's up. So I'll see you guys in a bit. On this day, I was not ready for anything. If you guys know me, I love last minute so much. I did not have my bag on time. I did not pack my load. My loads were not fully packed actually. And a day before that day, the scale I was using to weigh my bag spoiled. So I didn't even know the weight of my box. I didn't know anything. So that's the clip you guys are about to watch. So she's ready. I'm going to show you guys my outfits very soon. But for now, I want to put my things downstairs. Then I'll come back to show you my outfit because I really want my phone to get fully charged. Nimbala, help me off this TV, please. I'm not hearing what I'm saying. Help me off this TV. Okay, so I was saying that I'll show you guys my outfits later, but for now I want to put my things in the boot, and when I come back I will show you guys like everything in full. So yeah, what else? I want my phone to fully charge, and when it fully charges I'll be back for my phone. It's still 70-something%. I don't know how to fully charge, but it will definitely not, and I'll have charge remaining in the car. But whatever it may be, I just want to get everything ready. I'll take this black mommy. And then somehow we didn't leave the house late. So before leaving the house, my mom prayed, but I didn't record that part because yeah, it was just an intimate moment, so I didn't record it. So my mom prayed, and then we set out for our journey to the airport.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, feels so nice. We time, you I know how to make me feel.
I'll have to give you your phone now.
And on getting there, I told my cousin to record me because obviously I'll be the one busy with everything. So while she was recording, on getting to the to the front of the custom officer, was it a custom officer? The people that stand at the entrance of the airport before you enter, that check your passport and all of that. I'm just going to call him an airport officer because I don't really know his title. So that's how one lady just seized the phone. She sees the phone, like she sees my phone, because my cousin was recording me. And then it was like, phone, like, why is my phone, what's going on? So it was just like, then they now scroll through my phone to be sure I was not recording them, and then I was only recording myself. Like my cousin was only recording me, so my cousin couldn't use my phone again. I feel like you guys already know who my cousin is, Precious, but if you're new to this channel, then you probably don't know. So Precious couldn't use my phone to record again, so until we entered the airport, there was no recording going on. So we entered the airport. You guys, I told you my scale spoiled, so I didn't know the weight of my boxes. But before it spoiled, my boxes were 22 and 23. So the scale said, I'm not lying. That's what happened. It was 22 and 23. But my brother carried my box at home, and then he told me, listen, it's not 22. I said, it's 22. You can't argue with me. I said this thing is 22 before the scale spoiled, so it was 22. So then they put my bags on the machine.
It's on Snap.
Oh yeah, 22.
It was 22. It was 22. You got to repeat it. I was able to get
What I did.
More, 20.
that is not good. That is
Like this
oh, sorry. It's not good.
shared.
You said it was going to be 22. It was actually
Lo and behold, 25 and 27. So I had to start repacking my boxes in the airport, and
Oh yeah, transfer. Maybe it was which is just like Ghana must go for you.
See how rewind, when we rewind, feels so nice. We time, you I know how to make me feel right. I can't help this sweet.
I was not able to go with some things, and my hand luggage, they rejected it. So before that, I already had like an extra hand luggage just in case they reject that one, because something within me was just telling me that they would reject my own hand luggage. So I brought another hand luggage just in case, and that was the hand luggage I ended up going with. Yeah, and then we had to start repacking my box, my hand luggage. I had to transfer all my hand luggages into the smaller hand luggage I brought, and then I transferred most things into my bag before I know how to put anything in my bag. So I transferred most things into my bag also, and then they weighed it again, and then they permitted it to go. So on finishing with the customs officer and them checking my cards to be sure that I'm actually a student, and weighing my box and giving me my ticket, giving my boarding pass rather, and that was it for that. And then afterwards, we just had this really intimate moment, and then tears here and there, but somehow the recordings didn't go. We didn't record that process. We didn't record it actually, because I feel like when all these intimate things happen, I'm just never ever recording. And then after that, I stayed in line for immigration.
What's that?
Nigerian.
Yeah, that's okay.
Do you think that would be 2 kg enough?
Let's go and wait.
Is it with
People are going to wait this.
Give me at this
Yeah, you are removing like 3 of them.
This is cool. Wait.
I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk. You need to say less to me. Don't need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way. Why you blushing? Yeah, sweet concussion. Oh, you miss my
So that if you have not stood before, you're gonna stand. Do you get me? If you have not stood in a while, just be prepared to stand. So my immigration queue lasted close to 3 hours. So I was standing for about 3 hours. But one thing I liked about it was that it prioritized children, pregnant women, and all of that. So they kind of had their own queue, and I think their queue kind of moved faster. But low-key, I still got in front of them before some people. After passing the immigration and all of that, I don't know, my view is just so beautiful. That's what I'm looking at. So after passing the immigration and all of that, I got to the after passing the immigration and all of that, I got to the boarding gate.
I'm not even lying, at this point I'm already hungry. Because like I've come here since 6 o'clock and it's just now I'm getting to the boarding gate, and this is 9 something. So that basically means I've been up and about for 3 hours now, passing immigration, queuing up, trying to check in my luggages and all of that. That's why I'm back. Anyway, yeah, so see you guys when I board the plane. For now, I'm just still sitting until they call the boarding announcement for British Airways.
So this was what happened at boarding gate.
So I no come get balance after, like, I don't know if you guys saw the hand luggage I exchanged. Like, I used my former hand luggage for. There's a new hand luggage that I now put my stuff in. That's how, upon getting to the part where I like board for my flights, that's how this girl was just like, I'm sorry, you can't check in your bag, put it in this case. If you can't enter this case, it means you can't check it in. And I'm like, you guys allowed me at the counter, but you need to come here and you're telling me that I can't check in my bag. Like, what's that supposed to mean? Then she like started giving me this nasty attitude, brought me out of the line when I already got to the front. So I'm like, I had to go back there to start begging her, start like, let me go. I'm like, okay, sure, no problem. Then she now said, okay, let me ask the guy in front if he will allow you to go with your luggage like this. And in my head, I'm like, you know, my luggage is no different from a stroller. If you allow strollers, why can't you allow my own box? So, tell me the guy at the front, stand here so you can see your box properly. I'm going to impute my box somewhere so you guys will see the box I came with. Like, I understand that it's kind of, it's large in width, but I think just like, it's not that big basically. And then she's like, check it, like, let him see it. I'm like, fine, no problem. He saw it. He's like, sure, she can come in. Then that's how the girl, and I said, oh, he said you can come in, that you just have to check in the box. I'm like, sure, okay, no problem, I'll check in the box. They took my boarding pass to give me another like tag for my box so they can put it in the boot. That's how this girl now came, and she's like that since she helped me after causing the problem, since she helped me, I should give her something now. I'm just like, but yeah, because of my problem, if you not say anything, would I be here? Would I be disturbing myself like this?
At the boarding gate, I'm going to explain it because it has kind of passed, and I'm in a better space to explain it. So at the boarding gate, there was this girl there, and then she told me to check my hand luggage. Now, if my hand luggage couldn't fit this container, I can't take it in, so I have to go back to the check-in counter before the immigration and return my box. I'm like, so the other Nigerians I was already talking with was like, you can check in your box, that you can check in your hand luggage, that why is she being too extra? And then she's like, I'm sorry, you have to go back. I'm like, why should I go back? She said, the only option she can give me, I remove most of the things from my box and I compress it and I carry them on my hand. And you guys already know that my bag was already heavy as it is, because I had to put some hand luggages into my bag. So my bag was heavy, my back was paining me, the hand luggage itself was full, and those things in my own hand luggage, it could not be compressed, so I cannot even compress them. And then she was like that, I have to go back to the check-in counter, or I have to remove my things and leave them here, or I have to drop the box here, that I can't take it as a hand luggage. I'm like there were other people with boxes like this. You didn't assault, is it assault? Yeah, you didn't disturb them like this. And why is it me because I'm young or what? So, and the girl too is young, you know, all these things, like all this like unsaid girl beef. It was just so annoying. So I ignored her, because other Nigerians were like, I beg, just leave her, because she was not even confident in what she was saying. She was just like, if it's a rule, let me see the rule. Like, she was not confident in what she was saying. They allowed me to take in my box from the beginning, from the counter. Why am I coming here to the boarding gate and you're telling me I should go back? You guys know how Nigerian airport is. I should go back, start immigration line again. Are you normal? So that's how she was not like that. That Shasha said her own. So like she didn't like enforce me to leave the queue. That's how I finally got to the front of the boarding gate queue, only for this woman to stamp my passport, and I entered the other part, like where they sit down and wait for the plane. That's how this girl now came to the other woman and was like, she cannot leave. Now look at her box. And then the woman that was supposed to stamp my passport was like, oh, I'm sorry, she doesn't attend to you. I can't attend to you. And I'm like, so I've gotten to the front of the queue. You're gonna send me back? Wow, must be nice. So I was just like, yikes. And then I had to like go to her and start begging her, like, so all my pride came down. All my pride came down. I'm like, oh yeah, no, like, what's up? And I had to start explaining things to her. I even sent a message to my parents, like to my parents group chat, because I had a group chat with my parents then, before they included my older siblings. So now our intimacy is gone. Anyway, so I now sent a message to them, and then they were like that I should not mind her, Joe. And I'm like, but they don't want me to board the plane because I have to mind her. And then that's how she was not like that. Yeah, no problem, that I think you can check in the box. That's all you have to do. That let her just go and ask one other man if I can check it in. And then when she went to go and ask the man was like, it's none of, like, he gave this is none of his business kind of look, that she knows that I can check it in, so why is she asking him? That's how she not came. I said, that he said you can check in your box, so just find something for me because I helped you. What's that? What's that? It's like that. I'm sorry, I don't have any naira with me, because I actually did not have any cash with me. I don't take cash. Like, I always have cash, but I already gave all my cash out. So I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't have any naira with me. And then I'm just like that, if you can give me your account number, no problem. She actually gave me her account number. And she gave me her account number, no problem. And then I checked my bank, and then I was about to transfer, because I already had money in my Zenith. I was about to transfer from my Zenith bank, and then the Zenith bank was not transferring. I'm like, wow. So I'm like, yeah, I already went to the other side of the boarding gate, so I did not have any contact with her again, but I had her account number. So I was really trying to send this money, like literally I was actually trying to send money, but I had money in my Zenith bank and it was not transferring. I'm like, maybe God does not want me to send her the money I wanted to send her before. So I also had like little change. When I mean little change, I mean really little change in my GT bank. So my GT bank, I had I think 700 naira, so I just transferred 600. And I'm like, yeah, that was it for then. And then we waited at the boarding gate and waited, boarded the flight.
Show me something, give me more than one thing. I need more than less than say you a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, it feels so.
Oh god, you guys, before I get to what I was about to say, now I know why they said my box was not allowed, like my hand luggage wasn't allowed. What do they call that thing again? Oh yeah, their cabinet was small, so my box obviously could not enter that cabinet, so that was why. And I think they used a very small aircraft for the international flight. Okay, so guys, my seats, they blessed me with the best people. Falake was so, like, I didn't have earpiece, so I was not listening to any movie, I was not watching anything, so she shared hers with me. And then we were watching, like I already told you guys, my phone too was low. And then she also like gave me her power bank to charge my phone. Like my phone charged up to, was it 80%, and her own phone did not even charge at all. Like her own phone almost died, and my phone was the one charging and wasting her power bank. And oh yeah, I forgot my charger with her, like my Android charger, because I wanted her to charge her power bank. So I forgot my Android charger with her. I said whenever we meet, you give me my Android charger. So my Android charger is with her because she doesn't stay in Glasgow. She stays in, is it Bradford? I think it's Bradford. Yeah, she stays in Bradford. And then the other lady that was with us, so she was kind of like a mom figure, and it was just really cute, and it was just really nice. I don't know why I keep on stealing my camera, so check them out. But you guys, I don't know why this USB is not working for me, so I'm going to die faster than I think.
Right here with
London immigration. Say hi.
Everybody really went there. I think they saw it coming.
But now that my phone can be out, I just finished with immigration and I was asked quite a number of questions.
And then after immigration, I walked past immigration looking for my box. I not found my box for like 30 plus minutes. I was looking for my box. When I mean actively looking for my box.
I'm finally making cookies of this bag sits. So I'm sitting now on my bag. After looking everywhere for my box is literally there. I finally found my free boxes. Let's move to customs.
So after that, I met up with my uncle, and then he took me to his house, and his wife was already cooking, so just like ate, and then after that I slept, and then after that I slept, and then after that I went to the airport to board from London to Glasgow.
Okay.
How's your flight?
Fine.
No turbulence?
No.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Everything. Just come back and balance and I can use it. You guys that too.
How long will that take you to get used to it?
These are even a technology person. I was like, man, you can use your phone to go with you. You can use your phone to do anything. You want to drop your card on your phone. I'll be like, look, I already have this place. And I'm strong, I'm shaking. Okay? I'll first wait. Let somebody else do it.
So no one can even run away if they want to. So I just want to quickly come and give you guys a bit of updates. I've already left my uncle's place. Guys, I slept. So yeah, they told me that okay, maybe like his wife was like, maybe I should rest for a bit, and I'm like, sure, no problem. Then I'm like, yeah. So I slept, only for her to come and tell me that it's time to go. And I stood up. No, did I even stand up? I said okay, no problem. And then I don't know when I slept again, and then she now came again. And I said maybe this sleep was a bad idea, because like it shows that I'm tired. So she's like, okay, that I should just go so that I can get ready to go.
and then my bag. They've checked that one in. They've checked the 2 bags in. You guys, I'm flying business class. That's because like business class was the only one available to pick up 2 bags, unless you wanted to pay for extra, which didn't make sense if business class is cheaper than paying for extra. So so that's going to be it for this my story, and you guys can keep on watching the remaining clip and see you guys after, and hope you enjoy the remaining clips and you enjoy this video. I'm sorry I'm not staring at the camera, I just really like staring at myself, you know. Okay, so I have to go to church now, so see you guys later. Bye. Finally at Glasgow. I'm trying to get my bags, but I don't think they've come yet. So I just have to wait here for a while, and rain is falling. So what I said. The weather is quite fine, but I'll check in with you guys proper later. To be honest, sleep still did my eye because I used the whole of the flight to sleep. I didn't even blink once. So I also want to try to see if we can order boat. I'm not sure if boat really works, but yeah, I want to confirm that. And if it does, then good for me. But if it doesn't, then I probably have to re-download Uber. And I only did their Wi-Fi for 1 hour. Hopefully I don't have to stay here for more than an hour. So I've gotten my bags, but I don't even know how to move from here because the boat is not available. Anyway, I think they spoiled my tire in this box. The reason I bought it was because of the tire. How they spoiled it. Now I have to carry it like normal box. Hopefully my box is not open. So let's find our way actually. Let's find our way. Like an airport taxi or
Yes, it's an airport taxi. So they open. This is you, the different flight runs on the gate. See, this way, traffic moves a little bit, whereas you sit in that 9 wheels.
I'm done looking over my shoulder. This past time won't help me getting over it. I don't know what I'm bringing in closer. Yeah, I'm looking ahead, looking out for someone like you.
You guys, I don't really know here.
Maybe someday when I'm grown older, I can see it all clear from above. Looking back on it all,
Guys, that's
maybe I can see what was broken.
it's bigger than I expected. Let's put something like that. It's bigger than I expected. Oh, and there's already food. Thank you. Thank you. And look, guys. And what? I wanted to give you guys the first stuff, so you see how it looks like. And
And the bed space is basically how the picture came. And the windows. And the bathroom. Sure, let me see, where's the lights? Oh. Okay. And the bathroom. Oh, the shower is quite small, but we manage. The kitchen. 2 stoves. The fridge. The other cabinet and the microwave. And what is here? And a cupboard. And a cupboard. And a cupboard. And this is the recycle and this is the kitchen bin. And the heater. And additional cutting. I was given this box. Let's just see what is inside. You guys, after this, I'm going to get stuff for the apartment. I didn't even know how to turn on the heater. I'm coming, let me see. I have to put down here. This place is smelling of dog. Like, I'm smelling Nemo in this place. Okay, so in here we have uni guide and 50% off pizza when you order via the app using this code Domino's. We have, I'm just going to rush through because I want to rest. We have another 50% off Domino's. We have, ooh, they gave me a SIM card.
Your SIM is like 15 gigabytes, £10.
Jivzaf. The guy that brought me, he told me that Auto is the best network here. Dig in, student voucher, another voucher, bunch of vouchers. Then we have another drink here, Rockstar. Then what's this? Chai latte. Another drink here. So apparently there is no snacks. I'll have to go and buy snacks myself. Then what's this? Shampoo, rose water, serum. When I'm done having my bath, cooling down everything, then I'll go and shop. Okay? So I want to go get snacks. This one is chicken stuff. I got pesto. So you guys, let me not lie, I thought I forgot my password for my ATM because I haven't used it at all. So I thought I forgot the password. Well, it turns out I actually remembered it. Thank God. Thank God. Anyway, now after I'm done, I'll have my bath. Then I'll now go out to shop proper. But calm down, let me eat first. So let's quickly go to Tesco to see what I can get. I need tissue and I need a lot of stuff though. So I'll just go and check what I can get, and when I come back I'll arrange my stuff. Hopefully I'll arrange my stuff, and then yeah, let me show you guys how I'm dressed. So I want to go up like this with my slippers. Okay guys, I think I overdid myself. This place is actually cold. Thank God I went back for my sweater. What the hell? I didn't expect outside to be this cold, but I'm also wearing socks. So thank God, yeah? Thank God. You guys know that kind of bathroom cold you get when you come out of the shower and it's cold? That's the kind of cold I'm having right now.
Get over my shoulder. This past time won't help me getting over it. I don't know what I'm bringing in closer.
You guys, self-checking is not easy at all. It's not easy. So my hands, they're so red.
I still want to go outside to get some more things because I could not carry everything at once, and I didn't even get everything I wanted to get because I thought there would be like a big Tesco, and it's just a small one. So I want to go back outside to see. I don't know if I should use cab. I don't think I'm end up using a taxi. Oh goodness. Anyway, let's see. Let me just show you guys what I got. Hello, welcome back. So this is the next day and I have slept. I have woken up obviously. So I'm just, before I end this vlog, let me just remove this charger. So before I end this vlog, I'm going to show you guys what I got yesterday. People, yesterday I was stressed. When I went back for the second time, my legs were burning. Like, I've not walked this much walk in how many months now? I've not walked this much walk at all. My legs were burning, they were itchy. At every stop, I was itching my leg, because you know when you overwork your muscles become really itchy and all, because they're trying to transfer a lot of electrolytes. So that's it. Anyway, that aside. So before I end this vlog, I'm just going to show you guys what I got yesterday and checking out self-checkouts. I mean, it's quite helpful, but it's stressful. Let me even lie. And yeah, one of the complaints I have is that the drainage is clogged, so I have to say that as well. And what else? The drainage is clogged. Yeah, that's the only complaint I have for now. So that aside, I think the person that stayed here last time clogged drainage. I don't know. Sorry that I'm looking everywhere. I'm just trying to see if I have any other complaint. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys what I got yesterday and then I'll end this vlog. So this is my load currently. Ignore the mess, I will arrange it later. As I just finished having my back, that's right. Here's what. So I got the toothpaste there. You guys, in case you don't know, I use children's toothbrush because I feel it's easier to maneuver children's toothbrush compared to adult toothbrush. So I got myself a hanger, a towel. I washed this before I use it because it wasn't packaged. Mouthwash, sure, dishwash, some new toothbrushes. Hopefully these ones are as soft as I expect them to be. And hand wash. Then here I have 2 pillows. Then here I have tissue paper, trash bag, and bed sheets. Here I have macaroni, and I pretty much arranged the remaining in the fridge. That's the sandwich I didn't finish yesterday. That's mushrooms, that's spinach, that's avocado, that's lettuce, and this is milk. So, okay, chill. So with that said, I've come to chill. I need a different background. So with that said, I've come to the end of this vlog and see you guys in the next one. The next one will be a moving vlog because I'm about to arrange my stuff, and yeah, I'm just doing that now, so it's like, it's basically a transition. Bye.